Chapter 16. Never give up, even when it hurts. Pain and never giving up have been major themes throughout this book. They will also be major themes in your journey out of laziness. Any major change we make in our lives will involve pain. If we really want to be different people, we have to be 100% committed to our transformations, and there is pain and discomfort in any transformation process. As I talked about in chapter 14, this process never ends. We should always be moving forward and wanting to make ourselves better, and this requires pain. When we proactively seek pain by doing hard shit, we become stronger and more resilient. There will be times you will want to give up when you think it's not worth it. When you'll feel that the life you had when you were a lazy ass wasn't that bad. You'll be tempted to quit, but then ask yourself, would I rather feel the pain of what I am doing right now to help me grow, or would I rather feel the nagging pain of laziness and mediocrity? Growing pains are usually followed by rewards. The pain of mediocrity and laziness are usually accompanied with regret, guilt, or jealousy, especially when you see others embracing the pain of growth and getting all the benefits. So, never give up. Remember, you are a fucking bulldog now, not a lazy ass. Bulldogs don't quit. They are tenacious and they get what they want out of life. The pain they endure builds muscles and character. Those are the real rewards. With this new character and strength, bulldogs can handle anything. If the physical things they build are taken away, they are still left with the new person they've become. They still have the strength, tenacity, and character to build something new. Even when it hurts, especially when it hurts, never give up. Love the pain. Lean into it. The pain you endure when you defeat laziness and become a bulldog is worth it. And I'll say here about pain, and giving up. The thing is, pain is one of those things that makes us know that we're alive. A lot of people try to avoid pain in life. They think pain is such a bad thing. And, again, I'm not asking for pain. I don't necessarily want to experience unnecessary pain in life, but pain is part of the spectrum of life, right? I always try to use this example of a television, right? And we could have a black and white TV, right? Where it doesn't have all the colors, all the spectrum of the rainbow, right? And it's going to be boring, right? Life can be black and white. You can avoid pain and you can just live in the colors that you like, the black and white, and it'll be dull. It'll be dull, right? You'll avoid pain, but you'll also avoid happiness. You won't see any of the beautiful colors, even though you won't see the colors that you hate, right? So I think a lot of people choose that path. They choose to live this black and white TV. But if you have a color TV, if you embrace the full spectrum of colors that is there in life, you're going to experience pain. It's going to be part of it, but you're also going to experience love and happiness. And, part of love is pain, and part of happiness is disappointment, and all of these things that go together, and they're not bad. They're life. Life would be bleak and bland without the bad colors, right? As well as the good colors. We have to have them both. And so when you're going through pain and you're experiencing pain, one thing I always think to myself, one thing I can always tell myself is that I'm growing right now. Enduring the pain, pushing through it is growth. And I talked about this idea that, even if you lose physical things, the thing that people can't take away from you is the character that you've built, right? Which comes through pain, through enduring that pain. So never give up, push on, realize the pain is a good thing, and don't expect to have a life without pain. Don't expect that you're going to achieve great things without some sacrifice and some amount of pain. And, pain is just temporary. Pain goes away. You go through, the glory is forever, but the pain is temporary. And that's something to remember about this life.
Para seguir escuchando este audiolibro gratuitamente, haz clic en el enlace de la descripción y podrás escucharlo completo sin coste gracias a la prueba de 30 días de Audible.